Today we will discuss about the strategy or preparation strategy for UPSC 2023. So I welcome you to all my channel, that is Acharya IS. Here we will discuss very sophisticated and detailed strategy how to clear UPSC prelims, mains, personality test in one go, or we can say examination that is means to be toughest examination in the India and fourth toughest examination in the world. So delaying, I'm not delaying further. Let's start this program for uh, half an hour, and in this program we will discuss what should be the corrective steps and corrective strategy to clear the examination. First of all, this is for those students who are not aware what is the criteria or what is the program UPSC follow. So let me start with the phases. If I talk about the phases of UPSC, then I would say there are three phases or three examinations which UPSC takes. The first one is prelims examination, that is also called preliminary examination. Second one is mains examination, and last and some people thinks the most difficult exam, that is interview test, or we can say the personality test. So if we talk about the prelims examination or preliminary examination, there are two papers you have to submit, or you have to give, you have to attempt two papers. First is CSAT 1 and second is CSAT 2, or we can say GS paper first and CSAT, that is paper 2. So both the papers carry equal marks of 200, but in second paper, that is CSAT 2, only qualifying mark, this is the paper which UPSC just check your communications, your language, your numeracy test. They take your numeracy test. That's why this is the test of qualification. If you get 33%, then you would qualify for the GS first paper. Your copies, your notebooks would be checked. If we talk about the paper first, that is GS first paper, in this paper you would get 100 questions carrying 2 marks each, that is 200 marks. And if you attempt wrong, or your question is not correct, then 0.25, that is one fourth of the of the question paper of the awarding marks would be deducted. So we can say, if you want to qualify the preliminary test, you must attempt at least 60 questions so that you can feel safe. And if you get 50 questions correct, then it is 100% sure that you would applying, or you would writing mains. Most of people do mistake in this perception that whether either they attempt a lot of questions, or they do not attempt so many questions so that they can qualify for the cutoffs. So, taking in your minds, this is very important and this is very necessary to take calculative risk. If you don't attempt so many questions so that you can qualify for the examination, then no need, the purpose of attempting the UPSC preliminary examination would be failed. So the first priority of yours should be to qualify first stage, that is preliminary examination. And once you qualify that exam, you would notified you would be notified for mains examination, and that is the main paper. That's why this paper is called mains examination. In this examination, you would be checked through many papers like essay that carries 250 marks, then GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, GS paper 4. If we talk about the GS paper 1 and the paper 2, that is that consists history, geography, social science, that is called, you can say, women empowerment, social justice. And if we talk about this paper GS paper 2, that is governance, polity and constitution. All the schemes related to government would be asked to you. So this is very important to keep your eyes on the structure of the UPSC, because it is very important to go through the syllabus, go through the notification, go through the conditions of the UPSC, what they are asking. This is very necessary. Most of people do this mistake. They do not go through the syllabus. They do not go through with the previous year's questions paper, and that makes a toll on them. So this is very important to go through the syllabus. So if we talk about the syllabus, or if we talk about the criteria, if we talk about the question papers method, then we would find that first paper would be essay. You have to write two essays carrying 125 marks each. So you have to write two essay that could be from anything. It could be from political background, it could be a quote from philosophy. If it is a philosophy question, so you would get many choices, and in those choices the common areas like women empowerment, social justice, environment, climate change, and some philosophical quotes, like if you want to change, like Mahatma Gandhi, Aristotle, Socrates, Pluto, Plato, we call it Plato. So you would get two essay. You have to write two essay. After essay question paper, you have to attempt GS paper one. That is the combination of history, geography, and social justice, or you can say social science. In this question paper, you would be asked questions from geography of India, geography of world geography, physical geography. The main part that is asked, the portion of world history is also included in the mains. No questions would be asked in prelims in world history, but one or two questions always UPSC asks from this portion. So you have to be very attentive while studying. You have to be very precautious while attempting this examination or preparing for the exam. Third, or you can say the GS paper 2, that consists governance, constitution, policies. So you have to be very, I would say, research type researcher type personality for question paper GS paper 2. Very less people get good marks in GS paper 2. A lot of policies, a lot of international relations regarding questions directly asked. So, if you are attempting GS paper 2, you would be very well familiar with the Constitution of India, articles, IPC, CRPC, and all the schemes. So, what would be the correct method to get these updates? So, I would suggest you a channel name, that is Sansad TV. In Sansad TV, earlier it was Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha TVs, but now the collaboration of these, or we can say the fusion of these TV into one channel, that is Sansad TV. So you should regularly check the Sunset TV. You should take the notes from the Sunset TV, watch the videos, and apart from this, a channel Hamara Samvidhan or Pradhan Mantri by Shekhar Kapoor. These are the channels you can take the help. And the most important thing is previous year questions paper. Before preparing for this examination, for the polity part or mains part, you should aware all the 5 years question papers. You should remember exactly, I'm saying, remember the terms, the keywords from which section UPSC is asking questions. UPSC provided all the syllabus and they ask very nice questions, very attemptive question. You can attempt them very easily if you go through with regular updates. Apart from the Sunset TV, you can go for PIB, Press Information Bureau, all the channels which like PM Modi Twitter handle. And apart from the handles, you can go through with the websites which will help you in question paper 3 as well. Science and tech, economy. The portion economy would be prepared through the net only. You can clear your basic doubts with 11th 12th NCERTs, and after that you must go through with the 5 year plans, because directly one or two questions directly asked from the 5 year plans. Economic survey is very important document for the paper number 3. That is, some questions are directly asked from the economic survey or budget. So be very careful while attempting questions, while preparation, and be very aware what is going through with the world, what is going in the world, what the leaders of India, what the leaders of USA are doing, what are the plans, what are the policies, their cutoff dates, their completion date, what our rank in every field. So these are the basic questions that could be asked in personality test. That is third paper, third stage. The GS paper 4, that is the question paper of question paper fifth, that is ethics integrity. In this paper is very easy. If you love philosophy, if you love judgment, if you love critical thinking, that is this is that then this paper is very easy, very simple. But if you don't like judgments, if you don't like critical thinking, if you don't like to be in situation with problems, with problem solving conditions, then I can say that could be little difficult to you to prepare this, because some case studies are directly asked, like some questions would be asked from you. Suppose uh, I'm giving you an example. You are a district collector, and in your area two cases are happening, like someone has said that some dangas would be organizing in some area, and the second a protest is happening. So where would you like to go and why? These these are the types, these are the questions then that could be directly asked in your examination in paper number 4th. And the most important part and the weightage that have, the most important part is optional subjects. So if we talk about the optional subjects, there are two papers, paper number first and paper number second. Each paper would be carrying same marks, that is 250 marks, and you have to be very careful while choosing optional, because if you choose the app, if you have chosen the optional which is not in your in your pocket, the optional you heard somewhere that it is scoring optional and you just followed blindly, then that could be the difficult situation for you. I can suggest you, if you are from Hindi madhyam, you can go for Hindi sahitya. That if we look in previous years, that would be the most fruitful optional for Hindi medium students. People got 300 plus marks in Hindi Sahitya optional. I go through the Hindi Sahitya optional paper, and I made a video last before 15 days before. Then in that video I discussed all the strategies, what strategy you have to follow, and all the syllabus, what type of syllabus you have to prepare. And if we talk about the two another paper, that is from language paper, and those papers are qualifying in nature. But the problem is sometimes some aspirants take those papers very lightly, and in that result they cannot qualify those papers. So be very serious to take each and every steps wisely. If you take each and every step wisely, then the chances of qualifying UPSC in first attempt would be more. So don't hesitate, don't nervous, don't feel panic. Be strong, be bold, be courageous, be talkative, be opinionated. That means you should have or each and every condition, each and every incident which is happening in India or which is happening in all over the world. So, this was the strategy. And apart from that, if we talk about the personality test, so I would say the personality test is easiest part of your personality, of your whole preparation, or I can say personality test is very easy. Why I am saying this is very easy? Because it is it is in your hands that on which path you want to take that interview. For example, if board member, every each and every board member would start your interview test, personality test, like tell me about yourself, or they can say they ask questions like, without telling your name, brief me about yourself. And in that introduction, knowingly you put the questions you want them to ask, or you want them they ask you those questions to you. For example, if I mentions a mentions if I mention a hobby that is unique and I am very fond of that hobby. For example, I am a marathon runner and I say in my introduction that sir, I am very fond of marathon. I usually or daily run a uh, or in a month I run a marathon. Then they will ask questions from directly from marathon. In that topic you should aware what is marathon, where it was started, what are the players of the marathon who won the marathon title, or who won the uh, in Olympic, what are the competition which are happening in all over the world. So this, and second thing, I went through a lot of interviews of toppers, and then I found that in every interview they ask you the questions from your native place. For example, if you say that I'm from Eta, then they will ask, tell me why Eta is famous. Second question they can ask, what is the famous thing. Third question they can ask, what are the problems ETA has? What are the main, if you are posted in ETA, what are some, or tell me the 5 steps you would take to enhance the lifestyle of ETA's people. So these are the questions you should you should be very clear about it. What are the geographical map, or you can say what are the native place where it is in the map of UP. Apart from this, if you do some extra activity and you mention in your def, that is detailed application form, they can directly ask you the questions from that topic. So it is very important. You should talk very calculative. You should talk boldly. You should talk without taking without taking a tension, because if you take tensions, that expression would be shown on your face, and they will read it. They will read those expression, they will read that tension, and it might be problematic for you. So this was the full strategy, then what you should follow and what you should not. We are running a full fledged course on teachment from 1st July, but I think uh, scholarship test would be scheduled on 26th of June, but that test could be postponed due to some technical issues, because some people are um, interested in giving examination of this for this uh, coaching plan. So be very ready. If you have thought to attempt or qualify IAS, if you want to be an IAS in 2024, that is, you would that means you would, if you are ready to give your prelims in if you are ready to give your prelims in 2023, then I welcome you to my channel, to my teachment app. Subscribe it, subscribe my channel, and you would get regular updates. And once we will live with these courses, then you would get everything like current affairs, detailed strategy, detailed classes, and the course fee is very less. Only in 1,000 per month we are providing this course, because I know a lot of people want to be an IAS, but because they don't have such amount, like huge amount of 5 lakh, 6 lakh, so they just hold your dreams, that this is not our cup of tea. I welcome all students who saw and who saw a dream to become an IAS, IPS, IFS. This is the time to enhance your preparation with हिंदी मीडियम और इंग्लिश मीडियम. हम हिंदी मीडियम में भी, हिंदी माध्यम में भी तैयारी कराएंगे. अवर प्रोग्राम वुड बी इन बायलैंग्वेज, और दोनों लैंग्वेज में आपको तैयारी कराई जाएगी. If I talk about the newspapers, what kind of newspaper you follow? So if you are either you are in English medium or you are in Hindi medium, you have to follow the newspaper, that is the Hindu. The Hindu, if no matter from which medium you are giving the question, no matter in which medium you are attempting the question, no matter in which medium you have studied, if you chosen the English medium, then you should go for Dainik Jagad or Hindu. And Hindu is most important thing if you want to qualify the UPSC. Without Hindu newspaper, don't even think to qualify the prelims, mains, or interview. And we all read the newspaper, right? हम हमेशा न्यूज़पेपर तो पढ़ते. दैनिक जागरण मुझे पढ़ते हुए लगभग 25 साल हो गई. 25 साल से दैनिक जागरण और अमर उजाला पढ़ रहा हूँ. व्हेन आई वॉज इन दिल्ली, आई यूज टू read the Hindu or the Times of India, the Mint. So this is the common phenomena to read a newspaper in our daily life. If you are preparing for the civil services, then your target can be that you would read the Hindu regularly and take the notes. Some people ask, some students say that sir, it is necessary to take the notes on daily basis. Yes, it is very necessary, because if you make the notes, then you would go through the article, you would completely go through the article. And once after 1 or 2 days or 1 week, or after a month, when you got the monthly magazine like Vision magazine or any other institute magazine, Drishti magazine, then you would recall that you made some notes with the same topics. So that would be your revision. So it is very important to make notes on daily basis. And another question people ask, sir, should we? Then the answer is yes, but wisely. I always says, if you want to use social media, social links, internet, you can use it, but use it wisely. Don't waste your time on scrolling the stories, the Facebook reads news. Don't waste your time. If you want to use your time, then spend your time searching the articles, spend your time browsing the ministries sites like defense ministry, PMO sites, PIB, Drishti. These are the Shri Ram IAS. On internet there is a lot of study material, but what is the problem? The problem is you just be very calculative, very informative, then what you should not do. This is the examination of what you should not do. This is not the examination what you should follow. This is the examination what you should not follow, what you should not study. This is the examination you should decide what to follow, what not to follow. But the main thing is that is very important, and that is be happy. If you prepare for any exam with wholeheartedly, with peaceful mind, and with 100% of yours, 100% your energy, if you are putting 100% your energy in the preparation, no one can defeat you, no examination, no exam can challenge you. And be happy. The main purpose of giving any examination should not be the lust of money, lust of position, lust of facilities, lust of luxurious life. The main purpose of joining UPSC should be the social service, the policy making, and the service of our nation. If you think that you are preparing for the UPSC and if you want to be an IAS for service of the nation, service of the people, then you would never be frustrated. But if you have dreamt that once you would be an IAS, IPS, that your life would be very luxurious, everyone will give you respect, that is okay. And that for 6 month or 8th month you would like it, but once the time passed, these things would not be matter for you, things of matter for you. So be ready, be energetic, be thoughtful, and start preparing the start preparing for the examination, and do whatever you want to do, but be very calm. The first thing is in this examination that is required to from a participant or aspirant side, that is patience. Have patience. Don't speak up. Be patience. Be patient. Have patience. धैर्य रखिए. असफलता से घबराइए मत. असफलता असफलता से घबराना नहीं है, असफलता से डरना नहीं है. असफलता आएगी जाएगी. सक्सेस से बहुत खूबसूरत होती है असफलता. फेलियर बहुत सिखाता है आपको. अगर आप सक्सेसफुल लोगों से कभी पूछेंगे कि भाई हाउ टू क्रैक एन एग्जामिनेशन, तो वो आपको इतनी सीख नहीं दे पाएंगे जितना आप अनसक्सेसफुल लोगों से पूछेंगे, या फिर ऐसे लोगों से पूछेंगे जिन्होंने कई बार तैयारी करी थी. दे वुड गिव अ नाइस व्यू. और ऐसे ऐसे लोग भी हैं जिन्होंने लास्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर किया है, लेकिन हिम्मत नहीं हारी है। तो हिम्मत नहीं हारना है, क्योंकि असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो। असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो। क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो। जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम। संघर्ष मैदान का छोड़ मत भागो तुम। कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती। कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। तो पढ़ते रहिए, मस्त रहिए, मज़े लेते रहिए, दोस्तों के साथ हंसिए, खेलिए, कूदिए, जो भी करना करिए, और अच्छे से पढ़ाई कीजिए, अच्छे से पूरे मनोयोग से अटेम्प्ट दीजिए, और इस चैनल को फॉलो कर लीजिए, दोस्तों को बताइए, जल्दी जल्दी से फॉलो कीजिए, टीचमेंट ऐप पर रजिस्टर्ड कीजिए खुद को, टेस्ट दीजिए। अगर स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट में अगर आपका हो जाता है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट आपको क्लासेस मिलेंगी, पूरा सिलेबस कंप्लीट। अगर नहीं हो पाता है तो 1000 रुपीज़ आप पर मंथ के हिसाब से कर सकते हैं, 12 मंथ का 12,000, वरना आप कोर्स के हिसाब से भी अभी डिसाइड करेंगे। और बहुत अच्छे से बहुत कम दाम में, अगर आपके पास कुछ भी नहीं है, गरीब हैं लेकिन करना चाहते हैं, जिजीविषा है आपकी, आप बनना चाहते हैं एएस, तो भी आप बता सकते हैं मेरे नंबर पर, दैट इज़ 9582 444455 8851075197 पे आप मैसेज कर सकते हैं। इफ़ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर एनी एग्जामिनेशन, सारे एग्जामिनेशन की जड़ हमारे पास है। हम हमेशा कहते हैं कि बच्चा आप हमेशा बड़े लक्ष्य रखिए। बहुत सारे लोग देखता हूँ कि भाई लेखपाल और सी ग्रेड की नौकरियों में हम उसी के लिए 4 4 5 5 6 6 साल बिता देते हैं। मैं आपको हमेशा कहता हूँ, अगर आपको पढ़ना ही है, जब आपने सोच ही लिया पढ़ना, तो थोड़ा बड़ा सोचिए, थोड़ा बड़ा कीजिए, बड़ा पढ़िए, ठीक है। कर डालिए आप सिविल सर्विसेज की तैयारी, फिर छोटे मोटे एग्ज़ाम, वनडे एग्ज़ाम तो ऐसे निकल जाएंगे आपके। ये लोग कहते हैं कि नहीं, अलग अलग पैटर्न होता है, मैं मानता हूँ पैटर्न अलग होता है, लेकिन एग्जामिनेशन से 2 साल 2 महीने पहले अगर आप किसी भी एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपेयर करते हैं, तो मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ, गारंटी दे सकता हूँ, मैंने भी काफ़ी एग्ज़ाम क्वालिफाई कर रखे हैं, कि आप 2 महीने की अच्छी तैयारी में अगर आप लगातार पढ़ रहे हैं, आप हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, पॉलिटी, इकोनॉमी, ये सारे कॉमन हैं, कॉमन सब्जेक्ट आप आईएएस के लेवल का पढ़ रहे हैं, तो आप बहुत छोटे छोटे एग्जामिनेशन होंगे तो आप बहुत आसानी से क्लियर कर जाएंगे। हमेशा साहस रखिए, मुट्ठी में साहस रखिए, आंखों में साहस रखिए, डरिए मत किसी से, सत्य बोलिए, किसी से झूठ मत बोलिए, और अपने खर्चों को बहुत सीमित रखिए, सादा ज़िंदगी जिए। आप वेस्टर्न कल्चर को मत फॉलो कीजिए, आप इंडियन कल्चर को फॉलो कीजिए। अपने अंदर झांकिए, मन में झांकिए, और पढ़ते रहिए, दिन रात पढ़िए, खूब मज़े से पढ़िए, और होशपूर्वक पढ़िए। आई ऑलवेज सेज माइंडफुलनेस स्टडी होनी चाहिए आपकी। ऐसे नहीं कि स्कूल में पढ़ा दिया, क्लास में पढ़ा दिया, और स्कूल में जो पढ़ा दिया वो आपने पढ़ लिया, और उसके बाद आपने चिंतन नहीं किया। अगर आप 4 घंटे पढ़ रहे हैं तो आपको चिंतन के कम से कम 5 घंटे चाहिए, कि भाई मैंने क्या पढ़ा, उसमें क्या अच्छा था, क्या गलत था, टीचर ने क्या पढ़ाया, इसका पर्सपेक्टिव क्या हो सकता है, सेकंड पर्सपेक्टिव, व्हाट कुड बी द सेकंड पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ दिस। इसका दूसरा, अगर इंडिया के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो क्या मतलब है इसका, यूएसए के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो क्या मतलब है, ईरान के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो क्या मतलब है, चाइना के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो क्या मतलब है, हमारा इसमें क्या फ़ायदा है, हमारी वीकनेस क्या है, हमें आगे अपॉर्चुनिटी क्या है, हमारी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, हमारी वीकनेस क्या है, और आगे अपॉर्चुनिटी क्या है। इस तरीके से आपको पढ़ना है। योजना, कुरुक्षेत्र, दीज आर द टू बैकबोन मैगजीन्स फॉर द यूपीएससी। अगर आप हिंदी मीडियम से हैं तो दैनिक जागरण को रोज़ाना चाटें, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे उसमें वर्ड्स होते हैं। और दैनिक जागरण के अलावा आप कुरुक्षेत्र योजना लीजिए, बहुत शानदार पुस्तकें हैं, शानदार मैगजीन्स आती हैं 30-30 रुपये की, और 5-7 रुपये का दैनिक जागरण आता है। हिंदू को ज़रूर पढ़ें। मैं आपको देखो गारंटी के साथ कह सकता हूँ बेटा, आज के समय में अगर आप ये समझते हैं कि भाई हम हिंदी पढ़ के ही आईएएस बन जाएंगे, तो it might be possible that only by reading you can be an IAS, बट अगर ऐसा हुआ बट आपकी रैंक कम रहेगी और आपको केरला भेज दिया गया, तब फिर आपको हिंदी से कोई वास्ता नहीं रहेगा, आपको इंग्लिश सीखनी पड़ेगी। तो मैं अभी से कहता हूँ कि अभी से आप इंग्लिश अच्छी से कीजिए। और मैं अपने पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस से कह सकता हूँ कि मेरी बहुत अच्छी इंग्लिश नहीं है, लेकिन इतनी भी गंदी इंग्लिश नहीं है, इतनी भी ख़राब नहीं है कि मैं किसी से कम्युनिकेट ना कर पाऊँ। तो आप उस चीज़ को ध्यान दीजिए और अच्छे से पढ़ाई कीजिए। एंड आई वुड से दैट ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर एग्ज़ाम्स। जितने भी एग्ज़ाम आने वाले हैं, चाहे वो पीसीएस का हो, यूपीएससी का हो, आरओ का एग्ज़ाम हो, तमाम एग्ज़ाम है, तमाम नौकरियां हैं। आप परेशान न होइएगा, टेंशन न लीजिएगा, लगे रहिए, लड़ते रहिए और हर रोज़ आसमान को अपने सर पे उठाते रहिए। ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि आप वाकई एक योद्धा हैं, एक वीर हैं, एक बाहुबली हैं, आप लड़ रहे हैं। ठीक है, आपको परेशान होने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, बस आप पढ़ते रहिए। धन्यवाद। मैं अब इसी के साथ अपनी वाणी को विराम देना चाहूँगा भैया। और आप मस्त पढ़ते रहिए, हम भी पढ़ रहे हैं, आप भी पढ़िए और कुछ समाज के लिए कुछ नया कीजिए। क्योंकि जाते जाते एक कविता आपको जरूर सुना के जाऊँगा। विचार लो कि मरते हो न मृत्यु से डरो, विचार लो कि मरते हो न मृत्यु से डरो कभी, मरो परंतु यूं मरो कि याद जो करें सभी। विचार लो कि मरते हो न मृत्यु से डरो कभी, मरो परंतु यो मरो की याद जो करें सभी। हुई न सुमृत्यु तो वृथा जिए वृथा मरे, हुई न सुमृत्यु तो वृथा जिए वृथा मरे। वही मरा नहीं कि जो जिया न आपके लिए, यही पशु प्रवृत्ति है कि आप ही चले। ये तो पशु की भी प्रवृत्ति है मेरे दोस्तों, मेरे भाइयों, मेरे बंधुओं। ये तो पशु की भी प्रवृत्ति है कि वह चरता है, खाता पीता है और बच्चे पैदा करता है और मर जाता है। यही पशु प्रवृत्ति है कि आप ही चले। वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे। तो मनुष्य बनिए, नर हो न निराश करो मन को, कुछ काम करो, कुछ काम करो, जग में रहकर निज नाम करो। यह जन्म मिला किस अर्थ हो, समझो जिसमें यह व्यर्थ न हो। कुछ तो उपयुक्त करो तन को, नर हो न निराश करो मन को। ठीक है साहब, तो धन्यवाद। ऐसे पढ़ते रहिए, मस्त रहिए। और जितने ही बच्चे हैं आईएएस की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, आप मेरा भरोसा कीजिए, जरूर आप पास होंगे। ये मेरा विश्वास है, ये मेरी दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञा है कि आप आईएएस जरूर बनेंगे, आईपीएस जरूर बनेंगे, आईएफएस जरूर बनेंगे, आईआरएस जरूर बनेंगे, आईएफएस जरूर बनेंगे। ठीक है, डोंट वरी, डोंट टेक टेंशन, जस्ट एंजॉय।